Good morning, students of class 5. Today I am here with a new lesson in your English literature. Lesson 13, a poem named Nature, based on the same theme of lesson 12, that is secrets. Before that, let me know that I hope all of you are doing your studies by joining these classes, and hope lesson 12 copy work is completed, as well as reading the lesson and rest of the word meanings and the things of the exercises are over. Now there are many more exercises which we have not done of lesson wise, but we will be doing it lesson wise little later. All the exercises which is more important, we will do it, so don't get worried. We'll be going back lesson wise and we will do the book exercises in the after few days. So today we have the new poem based on the theme secrets. I told you secret is necessary for everyone, and this poem is on nature, and we are going to learn about the nature's secrets. There are so many secrets on nature. So during this video, what I'm going to do is I'll give you an introduction to this poem and just a recitation, and we'll also know about the poet. Then you will have the explanation of the poem in the next class. So just listen to me. You can follow your book and just follow it. At the end of the explanation, I will be just reading out for you so that you can read it easily and begin to accustomed with the reading of the poem. Later you have to learn it. So as I told you in the previous lesson, we share secrets. Whether we are small or big, we all have a little small secrets, and we share it with our very close to us, those who are there. Those who are very close to us. Sometimes family people, sometimes our friends, sometimes maybe some of our relatives. So whom we find free and whom we know that they will not reveal to anyone. Those type of that as the experience says, yes, this particular person will be help me out. So all these things. So before getting into the introduction part, I'll just read it out for you about the poet. The poem is written by Emily Dickinson. Emily Elizabeth Dickinson, 1830 to 1886, was an American poet. So she was born in Amherst, Massachusetts, in a prominent and wealthy family. It was very wealthy. Her poems were influenced by her reading of ancient myths. She had a reading habit right from her childhood. Shakespeare's plays and the Bible. So she got inspiration for writing poems and other writings. She got inspiration from reading the ancient myths, ancient stories, all those things, and Shakespeare's plays. She used to read it, and plus the Bible. There are many references to God, nature, life and death in her poems. So these are the main four topic that she deals with, the reference to God, nature, life and death. So these are the mainly you will find all her poems based on these themes. Many of her poems were written on odd scraps of paper and were published only after her death. So she used to keep writing, but just because of that odd paper and the scraps of paper, people may not have noticed it, but after her death it was published. Her poetry has influenced other poets too. So many other poets were influenced by her poems. So this is all about the Emily Dickinson, the writer of this poem, the poet of this poem. So now here it speaks about the secret nature, the nature's secret. In the previous lesson we had a human being secret. Now here we have the natures. We never able to understand the mystery of the nature's secret. No, it reveals, but we are unaware. Now let us see what is it. Nature is a short, profound poem by Emily Dickinson. No, very important and very famous poem is of Dickinson is Nature. The poet brings to light the inconsequential nature of human knowledge in comparison to the wisdom of nature. Now, the poet brings to light means that she reveals to us the inconsequential nature, means not very irrelevant or unimportant of the nature of human knowledge, means we are not very much accustomed with the nature's secret. So that's why telling, and she brings out this in comparison to the wisdom of nature. Nobody can compare our nature and the nature's nature. The poem begins with a description of the advent of summer. Advent of summer means season just before the Christmas. The Advent season in the if you see just before the Christmas, 1 month before, the Advent season starts for 25 days. So before that season is known as Advent season. So that is time the description, the explanation of this particular poem is done. Replete with examples of anthropomorphism. Replete means well-fed examples. So many examples, supplied examples with an anthropomorphism means like attributing to the human characters to God, animal or thing. It's like a comparison. Now, human beings character in comparison with the animals, God and thing. So the poem describes the changes in scenery and the innate knowledge that all elements of nature possess about the impending changes. So what the poem describes, it describes the changes of the scenery and the innate knowledge, inborn knowledge. Inborn knowledge or the natural knowledge that all elements, the elements of nature is like water, earth, or air or fire. All these there are many elements. Some of them are this. So all these nature possesses. There are so many elements that nature possesses, and few is mentioned here. Decide that she is impending changes. She begs us to have an earnestly to bring a change. Next, the poet asks herself whether she wants to know the secrets of nature and decides that she does not. First she wanted to know, she's trying to know, but afterwards she said there is no need because it's very, very vast thing. She implores, she continually begs, she implores her heavenly Father to keep the secrets as she does not want to be a part of nature's mystery, making the poem a comment on the inability of the human mind to fathom, to understand, to measure the fathom of the vast mysteries of the natural world. So it is not little, cannot be measured. That much of mystery. It's a mystery about the altogether this poem, nature's poem. The nature has, we cannot just say yes, this much is no, we cannot. We have to have a lot of knowledge. There are a lot of secrets that which we are not aware. We feel it is irrelevant, but it is very important. So she is trying to, human mind cannot hold, we cannot measure that much is the nature's, the vast mystery of the natural world. So this is all about the poem, the nature's poem, and you will see as the poem goes ahead, you will find, yes, these are the different secrets that is revealed and how it goes one to the other. No, somebody hears, then it pass on to somebody, then it pass on to somebody, finally where it reaches. So please just go through the poem. I'll be giving you the poem in the next video. By the time you can just read out the poem and the poet, and by the time you will get the next video for the recitation of the poem. Thank you.